I just have a couple of slides to give a background to the project and start with our initial ideas and intentions. You can go. So as Mikey was mentioning, we come from different contexts around Europe, very different. And one of the ideas was to find out how these differences play out at the very detailed level of the grassroots movements as well. So how people engage with and react to more wider contexts and challenges. Can you go to the next, please? So we built an array of partners, as you could see, in all the countries, and also built on previous work that we have been carrying out in our context. This is the French work. Just so briefly, this is in the Romanian case, and this is the Swedish case in Capacities. And all of this, so it was not because I have very few minutes. I don't want to go very deeply into our work history, but we have all been working with initiatives at the grassroots level, and you could see also that there is a communality, a sort of atmosphere, and makeshift, and with a lot of green. So it's informal practices. They all are building up to a sort of common atmosphere, aesthetics, I would say, in the wider sense. But there are also a lot of differences, and the idea of the project was to go and unpack what are the ingredients and what are the motivations, the dynamics of practices that are coming together at the grassroots level and prompting us or supporting community resilience. How are people coming together to solve everyday life issues or become stronger citizen or civic bodies that can have a stronger voice in their local context? And so to do this, we designed a research process that goes and changes a little bit the instruments that we academics are used to use. So we started with mapping out practices and spaces for community resilience. So what type of practice, and that was one word that we worked on to unpack, and then where do people come together and develop interactions that help them be stronger communities, groups. So this was the first one, to build a taxonomy of practices and spaces for community resilience. And then after this initial mapping exercise, to carry out in-depth interviews with representatives of these practices to see what type of resources they mobilize or they have, or what type of resources they would need, so that we can take that up to the public administrations and say, okay, well, this is what you could do in order to support your people, your citizens at the grassroots level. They have like all these efforts, and they are making these efforts, but they are still. That's a case very important in the Romanian case, where there's a big disconnect between the grassroots and the top-down level. And then it was also, and we are discovering that either intentional or not, the interviews are setting out processes of networking, of connecting these initiatives. So we are going either that it was a very stated objective, or as we see in the case of Spain, it's growing organically into a collective network, because these initiatives, once you engage with them, they become curious, and you stir this curiosity and answers towards one another. And And so based on this and actually in parallel to this, we're testing with the living lab situations in all these settings. And all our labs look differently, but we still have a year of the project to see where we intersect. And one of the most important intersection points that we see now is the need for mediation, or the advantages of mediation, of the person, the facilitator, the researcher, the engaged researcher that comes in and shifts a little bit the dynamics and is able to build relations and to help connect various groups and in various places and maybe across countries, not just locally. So that's a little bit our working even paper, but and Emilio, I think we can go back to yeah. So this is just what I was saying that the work packages that the 3 stages. So research, desktop research, field research, and then action research. And then this is the work in progress website where we are aiming to collect everything and think of a way in which we can bring all this research together for the benefit of people in the academic world, but also, and maybe especially for the people working in the cities and trying to improve their strategies and their tactics for becoming more able to tackle whatever comes, whatever difficulties. And maybe the labs here, if you have the curiosity, this is the blog section of the website where each of the country has talked about all the actions in the labs and describe what we've been doing.